Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the new topic force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. We know that when electric current is passed through a conductor, a magnetic field is produced around it. This magnetic field exerts a force on the conductor carrying current and also on the magnet placed near the conductor. Ampere suggested that the magnet must exert an equal and opposite force on the current carrying conductor. That is, whenever a current carrying conductor is placed inside a external magnetic field, it will experience a force. We will do an activity to demonstrate this. This is the experimental arrangement in which we have taken an aluminum rod AB, a horseshoe magnet, connecting wires, a clamp stand, key and a battery to supply the current to the conductor, that is a current carrying conductor. Here you can see that the current is flowing from B to A because the A end is connected to the negative terminal and the positive end is connected to the B terminal. Therefore, the current is flowing from A to B. Now the procedure. First, take a small aluminum rod and suspend from a stand. Clamp stand it horizontally using two connecting wires, one end from A and another end to the B. Now place a horseshoe magnet in such a way that the rod lies between the two poles with the magnetic field directed upwards. You can see in the figure that the north pole is placed below the rod and the south pole is placed above the rod. Therefore, the direction of the magnetic field as it is from north pole towards south pole, therefore it will be in the upward direction. Now, connect the aluminum rod in series with the battery, key and rheostat. It is clear from the figure that the rod through the connecting wires connected to the key and the battery. Then pass the current through the aluminum rod from B to A. The current is flowing from B to A. Then note the observation, means we have to see what happens when current passes through the conductor kept in the magnetic field. Then again reverse the direction of the current and again note the observation. What are the observation? It is observed that the rod gets displaced towards left. That is when the horseshoe magnet is kept below the aluminum rod and south pole above the aluminum rod. That is the direction of the magnetic field is upwards and the aluminum rod is kept horizontal. Then it experiences a force towards the left direction. On reversing the direction of the current, that is to reverse the direction from A to B, then it is observed that the displacement of the rod is now towards the right direction. That is, as the direction of the current reverses, the direction of the displacement or the force exerting on the rod will changes. Similarly, if we change the poles of the magnet, that is now south pole downwards and the north pole upwards, the same thing you will observe that the displacement of the rod will also get reversed. What are the conclusions? The conclusions are that force is exerted on a conductor when placed in a magnetic field. That is, whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in an external magnetic field, it will experience a force that which it will be displaced towards either right direction or the left direction. Then direction of the force is reversed when direction of electric current through the conductor is reversed. Similarly, with the direction of the force is reversed when the direction of the magnetic field is reversed. Now, what is the amount or what is the magnitude of the force acting on it? That is when the force will be maximum and when the force will be minimum on the conductor carrying current. For this, a expression is used or a formula is used, that is F is equal to BIL sin theta, where B is the magnitude of the magnetic field intensity, I is the current flowing through the conductor and L is the length of the conductor. Sin theta. Theta is the angle between B, that is magnetic field, and the conductor. That is, it depends upon the respective orientation of the magnet and the conductor. That is, whether the magnet or the conductor is placed perpendicular to each other or they are kept parallel or anti-parallel. Depending upon the respective orientation of the conductor with respect to the magnetic field, the displacement of the rod will changes. That is, the force exerting on the rod will change. That is, it depends upon the angle, because if you kept the magnetic field constant, length of the conductor is fixed, and the amount of the current flowing through the conductor is fixed, then force depends upon the angle. That is, force is directly proportional to the sin theta, and the value of the sin theta depends upon the orientation of the conductor. That is, the force will be maximum or minimum will depends upon the angle theta. How it depends? For this we will see the following cases. First case is when theta is equal to 0 degree. Theta is equal to 0 degree means the conductor is placed parallel to the magnetic field. That is, they is kept in the same direction as the direction of the north to the south pole. That is, kept horizontal. Then in this case the force will be BIL sin theta. Sin 0 is 0, therefore force is equal to 0. That is, when the conductor is placed in the same direction as the magnetic field, or it is kept parallel to the magnetic field, no force is acted. This is the condition of the minimum force or the no force. Second, when theta is equal to 90 degree, that means the conductor is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field. That is, if the horseshoe magnet is placed and it is kept horizontal, then the conductor will be placed perpendicular, that is vertical. Therefore, then the angle between them will be 90 degree. As sin 90 is equal to 1, therefore F will be equal to BIL. That is, this is the condition of the maximum force. It means that the maximum force will be exerted on the aluminum rod or the conducting rod carrying current will be maximum when it is kept perpendicular, and when the minimum or zero force will act when it is kept parallel to the magnetic field. Now the direction of the force. How the direction of the force is determined? Direction of force is determined by using the Fleming's left hand rule. What is Fleming's left hand rule? This is the picture depicting the Fleming's left hand rule. For this, the rule is stretch the thumb, forefinger and middle finger of your left hand such that they are mutually perpendicular to each other, as shown in the figure. Means you have to keep the thumb, forefinger and the middle finger as shown in the figure in the mutually perpendicular direction. The middle finger will point the direction of the current in the conductor. The forefinger points in the direction of the magnetic field. Then the thumb points in the direction of the force on the conductor. Here it is written motion. Motion means in which direction the rod will be displaced. This is the Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule is that the middle finger points the direction of the current, the forefinger represents the direction of magnetic field, then the thumb will represents the direction of the force on which is acting on the conductor carrying current.